I'm terrified to share my story. I think I've typed and deleted it 20 times so far. I'm just so scared to share it because the shame eats away at me and has done every day for the last 2 years. I was not a teenager. I was not a victim of rape. There were no fatal fetal abnormalities. I was just a girl in my mid to late 20s. I'd just returned from travelling. I managed to bag myself my dream job and started to date a nice guy. Then a week or two later, I discovered I was pregnant. I was shocked as I was being careful, but I was mainly distraught. This wasn't the right time for me. I had no money after my travels. I was living at home with my sick mother. I hadn't known my partner for very long, and I'd just started a new job. I wasn't ready for a baby, and mainly I couldn't give it the life it deserved. I had grown up in a poor, broken and abusive home, and I didn't want that for my child. I wanted something better for them. Stability and love, a mum and a dad together, someone who was strong and could provide for them. I didn't have that at the time. I was devastated, but I knew what I had to do. I spent the following 2 days putting on a fake smile while inside I was dying. I couldn't talk to anyone about this. Everyone would hate me. They would think that I was a bad person. I kept it to myself. The morning I flew to England, I felt like a scared child. I was so frightened. The feelings of fear and shame were overbearing. I will never, ever forget it. After I took my second pill, I got a taxi back to the airport. The toughest journey of my life. I felt as if my insides were being ripped apart. I wasn't sure if this was supposed to happen, but I just sat in the seat, crying silently, hugging myself and praying that it was normal. I sat in the airport waiting on my flight, seething in pain. I had 4 sanitary towels in my underwear. Each time I stood up, I felt a river of blood flow down me. I was terrified. I just wanted to tell me I would be okay, but I was alone. The blood and cramps lasted for weeks. It was embarrassing. Many clothes and chairs were stained from the blood. I hated life. I was never the same after this. I remember months later my mother telling me I was changed. "Something in you isn't right," she said. "It's broken." Little did she know how right she was. Yes, it was my decision. I chose to have this happen, but I wish I'd had someone to tell, someone to talk to, someone to be there for me at a time when I needed them the most. But I couldn't tell anyone. I never have. I'm too ashamed. I think about it every day. I think I'll never have a baby because I don't deserve one now. It's killing me. My country has played a massive part in this. I know it was the best decision for me at the time, but it was the hardest decision for me too. This is not by any means an easy option. It is not a form of contraception. How little credit we give the women of Ireland if we think so. Irish women are some of the greatest in the world. We can trust them to do what is best for them. It will never be a decision taken lightly. In fact, it is the toughest option for us. And all I know is I do not want anyone in this country to have to feel how I did and still do. So ashamed, so alone. Don't let us down anymore.